Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw, editorial director at TigerFitness.com and Muscle and Brawn Nutrition CEO. So I got a question from Jason JK288, or I think that was his name, but it was about stretching. And sorry if I forgot your name. I get a lot of questions, but I want to answer the question. It is, hey big hairy ugly dude, stretching, will it help muscle growth? I want to talk about that in this video. Guys, before I get into this topic, if you have a question, you can hashtag me AskBHUD, which is a big hairy ugly dude, at Twitter, at Instagram, or head over to my Facebook fan page and post up your questions. So let's talk about stretching. Will it help muscle growth? Now, there's a couple different forms of stretching that we need to talk about. One is a type of stretching that is done to warm up the body prior to lifting. Now, if you look at some of the research on this type of stretching, and this is a type of stretching I did for about 10 years myself as a lifter, as a runner, there is some indication that it can make you weaker prior to a session. So I am not a huge proponent of stretching prior to weight training for this reason. I do not want you to be potentially weaker when you lift. I want your muscles to be at full capacity when you do resistance training, so you reduce the instances or potential for injury. Now, do your own research on this subject. It is a hotly contested, hotly debated topic. I will say from personal experience that stretching prior to lifting really didn't provide me with any benefits. I've trained 20 years without stretching, and it hasn't made a bit of difference when I go to train. What I would recommend for a warm-up is going in to do 5 to 10 minutes of moderate, very moderate lifts, or just like treadmill walking, to get your blood flowing, to get your body temperature up. Once you've done that, then you need to do some proper warm-up sets to get the blood pumping into the muscle groups you're working on that given day. And you also need to do a proper warm-up set regimen to get your central nervous system engaged. That is really the two keys prior to lifting, in my opinion: waking up your central nervous system by slowly ramping up weight and getting your body temperature up, getting blood into the muscles. So now we have a different form of stretching, and that is the type of stretching you're doing in between sets. I have guys who are proponents of DC training or dog crap training, and if you've never heard of this, Google this on the web. You'll learn some quality information about stretching, but there are guys that do DC training that will do stretching in between sets. And I've done this for a while, and I don't know that it provided any benefits. But let's say you do a set of bench presses. In between bench, I would do a stretch like this where I'd stretch that pec like a static type of stretch, where I'd stretch both sides. And I did this for a couple years. I would do this in between sets. I would stretch a muscle group that I'm working. I got to tell you, for a natural lifter, I really don't see any benefit at all for this type of stretching. Natural potential is going to be natural potential. Your physiological natural potential isn't going to somehow increase because you're stretching a muscle. Now, so your end limit muscle mass, so the amount of muscle mass you can build as a natural, is not going to increase because you stretch in between sets. Will it increase the rate? Will it increase the rate of muscle growth as a natural, or push you along the line or down the trail a little bit quicker? It might. But even if it does, it's going to be by a trivial amount. So don't get all bent out of shape thinking that you can stretch your way into some Herculean amount of muscle growth faster than Joe X. Honestly, I think it's because of the benefits you get from it compared to the time investment that you put into it. I feel it is a waste of time. I just don't feel that adding 5 to 10 minutes intra-workout, doing stretching in between sets, is, because it's not going to spur any noticeable amount of increase in the rate of muscle growth as a natural or as a non-natural for that matter, I simply don't feel it's worth the time investment. That's my opinion. Do your own research, but I just don't think the reward is worth the time investment, if there is any reward at all, and that is debatable. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions, check out the information below. If you've made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I would appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.